Going live, I'm live. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hang on a second here. Let me make that size. Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. You know me, I'm getting combobulated. I'm discombobulated again. Can you hear me? Is there sound? It occurred to me that I left the mute button on in, okay, good. All right, cool. Hi, Rita. How are you? And hi, Crystal. And oh my goodness, it's so nice to see all of you. And let's see here. All right, good. Oh, good. All right, good. I'm glad. I've got myself combobulated, I do believe, and I come to you, of course, care of my dear Shara, who sent me a copy maker and copy last week. It did arrive right after the stream. You gotta love Amazon. At any rate, I just thought that I would visit for a second before I get started. Hello, Diana. Good to see you. And it is just so good to be here. It's a much brighter week this week than it was last week, although I can feel my voice is going out again. But that I know what's causing that, and I'll get that corrected by Tuesday, I hope. So anyway, oh, hang on, I'm getting pop-ups and all sorts of weirdness going on. So I thought that I would. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Caroline. I thought that I would color in mandalas today. I haven't colored from my own work in a little while, and I thought that I would use the Prismacolors. Excuse me, since I haven't used them in a while either. And of course, I've got my trusty swatch book handy. And I was over in Vicky's stream earlier today and was watching her color. I don't know what it was. I don't know who the artist is. I want to say it's Mariola, but it could be somebody else. But the picture is of it's like an Indian girl, and oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Libby. How are you, my dear? And I'm glad you are here to have a little bit of normal Sunday. And anyway, uh, so anyway, it was very cool to watch her color that. And I saw that Anne had found a hidden hoard of diamond paintings. I haven't had a chance to check that out. But what I have been doing is, and I don't even know what attracted me to it in the first place, but y'all know who Mayim Bialik is. She plays Amy Farrah Fowler, or played Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory. And I've always loved her. She and, who's the other one? Jodie Foster. But the reason why I love them is because they were television stars who then went on to university to get advanced degrees in science or law or something like that. Oh, good. She is eating. And okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Elizabeth. And and at any rate, and so, but Maya Bialik has a YouTube channel, and they're just little short 6-7 minute videos on which she talks about every subject from what it's like being a divorced woman to oh, and that's what it was. She was talking about what do you do with all of the accoutrements of your wedding once you've been divorced. So, the dress and the picture albums and all of that. And not only does she treat serious subjects seriously, but she treats them with an air of the comedic as well. And you got to appreciate somebody who can strike that balance, who can look at their own behaviors and basically, realize, where they might be being a little neurotic and, being okay with that, just sort of being okay with that. She is quite possibly the most down to earth person of, that type of thing. But because, first she was Blossom and then she was Amy Farrah Fowler. So it's not like she hasn't been on some pretty successful series, but yet she's just a woman like all the rest of us, and every once in a while finds herself with the need to plunge the toilet. Or, how do you discipline your 10 and 13-year-old kids when you're alone? And, all of those types of things. So I think it's a worthy channel to watch and really enjoy. And you don't have to agree with her on everything, but it's a lot of fun. Hi, Corolla. How are you? At any rate, let's get started here. The this is the one I picked out to color, and so I'm gonna smush my book over and throw in a couple of clips so I don't have to fight the extra bulk of it. Push the prismas up out of the way and zoom the camera down. And I'll pull it down a little further. That'll be good to start. Oh, good. Just like Baloo and Gizmo. Sorry about that, guys. The tobacco store was out of my regular brand of tobacco, and I bought a bag of this weird, not weird, it's another brand, but the brand does not agree with me. And so I stopped smoking it immediately. And it became my emergency backup bag. And of course, this week they did not have my brand. So I have to wait till Tuesday when they have it in. And so I'm not smoking as much, and I'm smoking the icky one, and it takes my voice for some reason. There's some chemical that it was grown with that you'd think I'd just give up, wouldn't you? I'm looking for there it is, looking for my M&R sharpener so that I can sharpen this pencil, since it is where I want to start. This is my Sunburst Yellow, and so I'm just going to start here in the center. Hello, Ava and Ava Spano. I've not seen you before. Welcome, welcome. Uh, this is the good stuff. The one that I like is the good stuff, but I like the menthol gold, Diana. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, uh, in order to get around $5 or $6 for a pack of cigarettes, what you do is you make your own. You buy a making machine, and you can buy tubes for like $2 a box, and a bag of tobacco is like $13, and it's good for almost 3 cartons of cigarettes. So you cut your cost from $6 a pack down to about $1.27. So that's why we do it anyway. But yes, that's the same one I use. And I bought a bag of Cherokee. I don't recommend Cherokee at all. Um, yeah, it saves. It cut my cigarette bill by $145, which is good because. And this was months ago that I did this. So anyway, but the Cherokee does not agree with me at all, and so it's my emergency backup bag for when I'm out of the other, and I need to get to a point where I can get to buy an extra bag, but I haven't been able to do that yet. So one day I will buy an extra bag, and that way I'll replace one as I start another, and I will never, well, until I decide to quit, I'll never run out again. So what I'm doing here is I've got the sunburst yellow in the Prismacolors, and I am just putting down a base shade. Yeah, we really do need to quit now. This is true. This is true. So I'm just going to do this big flower really quickly. I'm using about medium pressure. I love Prismas because they are highly pigmented and soft. And I'm going to add some, this is just a base layer. And I almost never color my mandalas in pencil anymore. But since I hadn't used them in a while, and I do in fact love them, and I can always mix the medias, like these little tiny dots, I might use gel pen for that. Plus, this is a pretty thing. Oh, thank you, Corolla. Thank you so very, very much. Plus, this is a little more accessible. I think at this point in time, most of us have at least Prismacolors, right? So, or even if it's just a budget, brand, because I love my budget brands. I absolutely love my Deli Starjoys. All right, so I want to make this. Whoops, I don't know what that is. Wow. I'm guessing that must have been a. Whoop, hang on, looking for eraser. That must have been a bit of the color from when I sharpened it. All right. Going through glitter gel pen stage. everything glitter all the time. I love the glitter gel pens, but yes, they seem to run out so quickly. I only use them for little, fine details. Okay, so this is the pumpkin orange. Let's see what that'll do. I'm really just pulling colors randomly. Um, let's see what this one will do. Let me give this one a bit of a sharpen. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat while I am, whoops. OM&R, don't let me down. You're supposed to be the best for my Prismas. You can always tell if you start to have trouble sharpening your Prismacolors, look at the base of it and it'll almost always be slightly out of line. So slightly not centered. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Y'all know that I am fond of my golden flowers with the mixed with orange, and I don't know why it is my go-to every single time, but it really is. And that's very kind of you to say, Diana, but everything that I have learned from people here in the community. And, I have those on my list, Michelle. I love the colors and the fact that they come with refills. I have no idea how I missed those until I saw, I don't even remember who it was now, using them. I think it might have been Anne, it might have been somebody else. And I don't even remember what they were coloring, but I was so impressed by it. Oh, I like that. See, I like the way that looks. Hello, Charlotte, and all the people who have come in that I might not have said hello to yet. It's just so lovely to see everybody today. And my orange Prismacolor developed a crack down the center. I have one like that as well. And what I did is I just put a piece of tape around it. One of those, I have a roll of packaging tape like this. And I just, because you have to remove the tape when you get to a point where you need to sharpen that part. You have to remove the tape and move it and then sharpen the pencil because otherwise it'll gum up your sharpener really bad. I know what's wrong. The camera is too far there. It feels like it's in my lap. And I'm trying not to shout because all right, let's have a poll. Those of us who watch Sammy's stream, I love to watch Sammy stream, but for the last few weeks, I have not been able to hear her. Am I the only one that is experiencing that? I noticed that people have stopped mentioning it when in her stream, but it could just be that I'm getting old. But I can't hear when I go over there, and it's so disappointing because Sammy is so charming, and I love to listen to her. I was over there yesterday, and we were discussing, in the group, the group was discussing that she fixed it on the last one. Well, it was still bad yesterday. It got to the point where I couldn't hear her at all. So, and I think it has to do with where the microphone is in relation to her head. I could be wrong. But if I technically, if I want to discuss Sammy, I should call her or message with her and discuss it with her. But I just want to, I just because I didn't know if maybe there was something that I didn't know, that something that I should know, but didn't because I hadn't been there for a little while. Hello, Jack. It's good to see you. It has been a while since I've seen you. I am doing just wonderfully today. How about yourself? And you could hear, okay. Do you listen with earphones, Elizabeth, or do you listen just regularly? I mean, if I turn off every bit of sound in my house, I can barely hear her. But if there's, where it used to be, I mean, for a year I've been watching, or over a year, and I've never had any problem here. Oh, see, that's probably why. Because, yeah, that's probably why you can hear her and I can't. But I know that on YouTube only gives us, a little bit of room to, to up the volume. And even at full blast, I can't hear. So. Could just be that I'm getting old. All right, we will, I will come back. Well, actually, you know what? I might visit the tips of these right now. And just sort of come back the other direction with this. You know me, I got to two-tone everything. It's always got to be at least 2 colors. And then maybe more. Hello, Kathy Nichols. Hello, Kim T. And oh my goodness, it's just so lovely to see all of you today. And thank you so much for the thumbs up. And that means so much to me. And by the way, thank you to all of the people who were so kind last week and throughout the week have been, dropping a few dollars here and there in my PayPal tip jar. That has been so kind of you, and it's really, really helped just sort of get the day-to-day things covered. I was able to order flea goo for the cat, for instance, because as soon as the temperatures go up here in Virginia, the fleas come out. Excuse me. And the cat, even though she's an indoor cat, and I have no idea how they get in the house. I mean, I have vacuumed every crevice, every opening, but they still manage to get in the house. So I don't know if they come in off of me when I'm outside or what. Hello, Nanamo. Hello, Louise. Oh my goodness, it's just so wonderful to see everybody. All right, so there is that. Now, let's do a Let's do something unexpected for the center. Man, maybe we'll do red. How about a nice red? Let's stick to the orange side of red. So I'm going to go with the Scarlet Lake. And part of what I'm doing here is just straight coloring. And part of it is blending. So, whoops. I need to. I love this thing. This is another thing I had to thank Shara for. She sent that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am like these little dots here. I'm just straight coloring these. I could probably dude them out, and I might with a little like a little white Posca dot or something like that. But the idea of coloring today, I just wanted it to be sort of fun and loose and not, not something that you have to overthink. Just maybe selecting some pretty colors. Okay, so now, how about a blue? We'll do a nice dark blue. Maybe ooh, that might be a little too dark. I think what I want is a nice Copenhagen, ultramarine blue. Let's try ultramarine blue. And it's going to be good for down here. It's a little darker than I want, but I think that it'll work. Sorry, I don't mean to spin you. I know Jack especially gets dizzy when I start spinning the page. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm actually fine. Nanimo, I was explaining it earlier today, right? And I don't make any secret of that. And I'm sure that about 99.9% of my cough is smoke related. So I also, for the last several months, have been rolling my own cigarettes, or making my own cigarettes, and it's a cost factor. I do smoke a premium tobacco, and it's a good one. So it's not like I'm smoking yucky tobacco or anything like that. But the store that I buy it at doesn't always have it in stock. And so when it is out of stock, now this is not going to do either. This is not what I want. When it's out of stock, I got to settle for what they've got. And this is the China blue. Let's see if this is better. Yes, this is a little more along the lines of what I want. At any rate, I am smoking a backup bag of tobacco. There's something in it that doesn't agree with me. And on Tuesday, they'll have my good brand in. So the ideal would be for me to quit smoking. That's probably not going to happen, to be perfectly honest with you. So, on Tuesday, the cough will go, or the cough will go away, because I will have my premium tobacco back. And I was just saying, I'm trying to get ahead enough that I can buy 2 bags of so I have a backup bag so that I can start hounding the guy to get more in when I open the second bag. But yeah, I thought it was a brilliant move cutting the cigarette budget by as much as that is. So I know when to stop. I may. You're not late, Gary. You're all right. Hello, Kenny. Lovely to see you. Hi, Jill. And hi, everybody. Oh, how exciting. I'm so glad that you're all here. Oh, by the way, I did want to show you. Look at what I finished. We started it last week, and here it is done. Let me pull this up so I can pull this out. Pull this over. Zoom this out. And so yeah, there it is. I think he just so good. Now there is a video coming up on this where I do go into all the stuff that I did. But this is from this is of course what we did last week on Sunday. So and then I did I don't know. Did you give me Twilight Garden? I thought, Nanamo, that you gave me. Didn't you? No, you sent me. Wait. You might have sent me. I think I know you sent me two. I think you sent me this one though, didn't you? Botanicum. Now this one is Twilight Garden. Well, last week I thought it was Flora, so because I have Flora too. Maria is one of the few that I collect. I don't have. I don't have. And this is all Inktense, by the way. Every bit of this is Inktense, except for the background is Graphitint. But I have two Hannahs, but the one that obviously the ones that I collect are the Marias. So I'm just adding another little bit here. And then I'm going to take a lighter shade like this light blue, the cloud blue. No, I don't want the cloud blue. I don't want that one either. This is the one I want. The sky blue light. Yes, that's better. So I want the sky blue light. I'm going to go over that, and that's just going to sort of burnish it. Whoops. I need to zoom you back now. And I should check the focus on that, shouldn't I? Is that okay? I think it should be. There we go. Yeah, okay. All right, the box is lovely and the flower colors are pretty. Thank you, Color in Pink. And welcome, Color in Pink. And welcome to anybody that has arrived that I have not said hello to personally. I apologize that I missed you, but know that I do read back the chat later on, and hopefully we'll see whatever comments there were there. And hello, Melinda. Lovely to see you, my dear. Happy Sunday, and I hope it's warm there. Warmer there. Because if it's warmer there, that means it will be warmer here. You all sent us a blast of cold weather this week. I am telling you what. Because y'all know the furnace isn't working again, right? Oh, boy. This is my life, but that's okay. So that's blue. And I want to work that out. So, but thank goodness we're going to have an early spring. Puxatawny Phil says we're going to have an early spring. And so I suspect that we are. All right, now I am going to, and once again, I am just pulling colors. You're in the middle of coloring a mandala with yellow and blue too, and pink, of course. Of course, I would expect nothing less color in pink. And you are above freezing today. Yay. All right, good. And oh, yes, by the way, there is a link. Oh, thank you, Kim. Hang on one second. That reminds me. And this is what it reminds me of, because I always like to do this for the people that attend my streams. If you use that link, it will automatically give you 25% off anything you purchase in my Etsy shop as far as books and sets of drawings goes. It doesn't work on the individual drawings because, I mean, I only make less than, well, I make 97 cents on those. But it does work on the books and the you know what I mean. It works on the books and the sets of drawings. And that is the same discount that I do for the members of my coloring group on Facebook as well. So that is their members discount. All right, let's see. That was the turquoise. This is the aquamarine. Just adding a little bit. This is going to be more of a burnishing type blend than a layering blend. Just because there are many ways to layer and blend pencils that don't always have to be exactly the same. Okay, so now I've got the light aqua in my hand. Whoops. Put that down. Whoops. Was not what I wanted. I want to minimize that. There we go. And gorgeous day. Okay, gorgeous here today, like spring. And Nichols, will you remind me where you are? I mean, just sort of generally, not, you know, only as much information as you're comfortable giving, so I know where, whether or not it's weather that's going to be headed our direction. Hope you are feeling well, Kenny. I really do. Okay, so see how that, I don't know if you see that or not, but I think it looks really pretty. I love the way that blend works. I forget how pigmented the Prismas are, so I really need to lighten up my hand. Except that these are turning out Eastern Canada. Oh, good. All right, good. So you say this. Definitely send it down our way. Absolutely. 34 in Wisconsin and sunny with a chilly breeze off the lake. All right. 51 and sunny in Long Island. 45 in Michigan. Okay, so 51 and sunny in Long Island. That's getting closer. I should look and see. Let's see. Task. No, not task view. Let me see this. Well, it says it's 55, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if that is so. I can tell you that yesterday the heat, because I have the little electric heater that does work, and it barely kept it up to 58, which is that's sort of my comfort cutoff. Anything below 58, and I am in bed with the covers over me because there it's warm. It's warm in bed, and I can take the cat with me, and we can stay warm together. Because I have one of those. Uh, I have a mummy sleeping bag that if it's really cold, that I am not above using on the bed because it is polar rated for 20 degrees below zero. I think not that anybody should ever be sleeping outside in 20-degree below zero weather, but rain with lightning in Washington State. Oh boy. Okay. So your weather has a tendency to move across the United States. Hopefully, it'll move across the north side and not come down south here. Supposed to get a bad storm this coming week. Well, you know what they say about March? Because, gosh, before we even know it, it's going to be March. Although, it's leap year, by the way. Did y'all know it's leap year? We've got 29 days this month. I found that out on Sunday morning, which is the TV show that I love to watch at 9 a.m. here. And it used to be hosted by Charles Kuralt and a long, long time ago. I really love this color blend. Pink, you are in the warm part of Ontario or the cold part? Oh, Ontario, Canada. Presidential elections are held in leap years. Ah. I don't know that I ever would have made that association, Melinda, but thank you for that. Yes. Damn, gotta wait an extra day to get paid. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Crystal. Yeah, there's 29 days this month. Guys, sorry, I hate to break it to you. Oh, I don't know who that was, but thank you. I hope you used your discount. Um, Speaking of which, if you don't, if you're just coming in and don't know what book I'm working in, I am working in my the Best of CLAldridgeArt Mandalas book, and this is one of the mandalas. And as you can see, we've done several in this book. This is still the best selling book that I have ever done. And I never ever would have guessed that a book of mandalas would outsell everything else, because the other books have done well, but this one was the key. This one was the one that people flocked to. And I think it's just because all the people who say they hate mandalas really don't, or they love the ones that I draw. Let's hope that that's the case. And I am really enjoying using my Prismas today. Okay. Look at that beautiful blend. That is really something that Prismacolors are wonderful for. Hello, Donna. Oh, it is so nice to see everyone. Okay, so now what should we put in the center there? Should probably follow along in one of the, we want it to be cohesive. We've got that blue there. We've done these here. Anybody have a thought? Y'all know I love audience participation in helping me select colors. Maybe we'll try this. I know, because we've got pink in the house. Let's see what would happen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ava. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm thinking pink. Sorry, Jack. We'll do a three-toned green somewhere else. Out here. We'll do a three-toned green out here. But I think for in here, let me look at, this is the the swatch book, the that's Black Widows. There we go. All right, so I want the dark purple, which is the 931. Ooh, 931. Where am I? I want that. I want the, oh, now wait a second. Let's go, yes. Oh, let's go with Pomegranate. Oh boy. Hang on. Now I'm gonna butts. What color is the raspberry? What is that? 1030? This is why I had to do this. I had to, where is it? Where is it? There is it. The 1030 is the raspberry. I had to, no. You know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it what I originally thought. I'm going to do, because these to me are not purple. These are pink. This is 1009 Dahlia purple. Dahlia purple. I want the lilac. Nope, I don't. I don't want the lilac. I want the, oh, see? Oh, Jack, thank you for the super chat, Jack. That is so very kind of you. Oh my goodness. That is so lovely. Jack, I believe that I have you and Jerry's address, but if I don't, would you drop me a quick note at, whoops, hang on just a second, at gmail.com. At my email at Gmail, so that I can send you a thank you card. Please, please, please. I do hand-painted watercolor thank you cards. You'll have an original piece of art from me. And there are thank you cards going out, by the way, to all of the PayPal tip jar donors as well. So, and Jack, that is just so very kind. Thank you very, very much. All right. Wow, you got me all discombobulated. I got discombobulated again. I'm just trying to figure out what color to go with here. All right, I want pomegranate, and I don't know where it is. That's the problem. Pomegranate. There it is. All right, now, is this too red? Is pomegranate too red? We're gonna find out. I'll go with mulberry first. Let's go with mulberry down here at the bottom. Okay. Then let's go up to let's go to hot pink. No, I want neon pink. I do. I want the neon pink. Ooh, mistake. Big giant alarm bells going off. Mistake. No on the hot neon. And you guys get now we enter the goofy part of the show where I just go all goofy on you. Oh my goodness. That is so very nice of you, Jack. I love it. I love it. This is hot pink. All right, so I'm going to try my Prismacolor sharpener, because despite what people say, it really does do fairly well with the Prismas. Oh, that's a much better choice. Much better choice. Okay. Okay, and back to the, that's the wrong one again. I want the mulberry. Mulberry. What happened to the mulberry? Not the mulberry? No. There it is. Oh, that's the Dahlia Purple. What did I do with Mulberry? I guess maybe it was pomegranate. I don't know. I'm going to guess it was pomegranate. All right, now let's go with the other pink. See, the problem is that I don't know these pencils well enough to know which one is no, this isn't it. Well, maybe it is. See, I'm not being a very good, oops, and I'm covering up what I'm doing with my hand. That makes me crazy when I watch people color. You know, I go to their coloring channels and they're covering up what they're doing with their hands. For those of you that are wondering, still no news on my niece. Not looking good. Oh. Yeah, okay, I need to read. Oh, thank you, Jack. What a nice thing to say. I'm in the zone. What am I missing? Oh, no, okay. Kim, I guess I did not know that your niece was missing. So I apologize, A, for not knowing that. And B, oh my goodness. What, do they think she was taken or? I'm so totally confused. Or did she just get lost? Now I gotta go back and read the chat. Big time. Niece Bell. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Kim. I had no idea. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, Kim. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. How did I not know this? She's 16. Good Lord. That's a rough time of year to be near the lake anyway, with it being so cold. Oh. I'm guessing somebody saw her go in. No, I had no idea, Kim. Oh, honey, if I'd have known. I'm so sorry. Your whole family must be just devastated. It's hard enough to lose someone that you love when you know. But to then, to not even know, you know, to not be able to have a funeral and, a gravestone and all of that, you know. She was with a friend. He made it out. Okay. 120 set of Artises, and then I got Jerry the 120 set of watercolor Artises. Oh, that's wonderful, Jack. So between the two, you know what I love? I love that you and Jerry color together. I just think that is sick. Once again, I'm trying to keep my hand out of the shot, everybody, so that you can actually see what I'm doing. And once I work out the first one, the second one will go a lot faster. So, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to pull the lightest pink and just use it as a burnisher. I do that with the lightest of the shades when I'm trying to make a nice smooth blend. If you Google Eliza Traynor, you will be able to read the story. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, the only thing I can say, Kim, in my defense is that I don't actually watch the news any longer. But I do apologize for not knowing, my dear. I found that if I don't watch the news, my blood pressure stays manageable. All right, I don't like that. I don't like that. I've got like a splotch right there, and I don't like that. I guess maybe I could just work with it and move it in like that so that it's more of a, I just don't like that. It's wax bloom is what it is. I went a little too heavy-handed on this one, so. I'll just pull some of it up of there. And try and lay it down again a little lighter. And if I don't get it the second time around, then I will just simply call that Art's Way and move on from it. That'll just have to do. But being the ant mods don't count much. Well, I think that probably that whole set of circumstances would lead to, all kinds of suspicions on other, like how is it that he made it out and she didn't? And art oops, yes. Exactly, Michelle. Exactly. And art oops. I like that very much. Yeah, I was a little too heavy-handed with the pomegranate there. I'm going to try, if I use this lighter pink, underneath. And then the heavier pink on top. See if that'll keep the thing lighter. I really lightened up the pressure on the pencil. I was just a little too heavy-handed. Excuse me. Okay, now I can burnish the whole thing lightly. And I have blender pencils for this, but and you can always use the white. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. It's not, I like the depth of color on this one better. So I think that I will go with that depth of color. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Considering myself hugged. Oh, Deb, okay. You will read this back. Consider yourself hugged. Okay. Deb, hi, Deb, by the way. I'm so sorry. Hi, Mousy Deb. See, I felt you hugging me, and so I knew. Okay. Well, that didn't work out as I mean, it's okay. It's just, I guess I keep trying to get it right. Maybe a little longer with this to go in with. Because practicing, or coloring is practice, and practicing is what we do, right? So this is the hot pink. So I'm going to go back to the first way, but maybe with a little longer space on the dark one. Going with the darker of these pinks again. Trying to channel my inner Jennifer at Colored Bliss. with the 3-color blend. Excuse me. So did everybody see that Claire hit 35,000 subs? That was so cool. She's so sweet. She was so surprised. Dog does not feel good. Okay. Bye, Gary. And thank you so much, honey, for coming. Isn't it wonderful for her? Yes. And Dee Dee just hit 25. I just think that's wonderful. It just goes to show that there are lots and lots of people out there who are really still interested in this hobby. We keep over on, in various places, they'll say, oh, well, adult coloring, that was a fad that's over. Well, yeah, except it's not. Except it's not. It's just moving off of Facebook. Thank you very much. Not that we're not all, we're not moving off of Facebook. We're just also adding YouTube. And wonderful, all sorts of wonderful channels. All right, see now, just as I get to the last one, I'm starting to get it right, and that's the key. If you this is another one of the reasons why I think people love to do mandalas, and why I enjoy drawing them, because generally, I look at all coloring as practicing. So this gives you 4 opportunities to get it right, and you're experimenting each time and getting a different result each time, so that by the time you get to the 4th one, you've figured out what you want, and then you can apply that in another coloring project. At least that's my theory. Speaking of theories, I wonder where my dear Shara is today. I know that her son has been there. And I know what I didn't know is if he was going to be able to get home, what with all of the flight restrictions and stuff like that right now, over this coronavirus, that I don't know. Doesn't it seem like they're overreacting to you guys on the coronavirus? Maybe I'm wrong. I could easily be wrong. All right, so now trying to think of what I want for the little frames. If I do like a silver gel pen, or I could do, let's try this. No, my daughter had the Hong Kong flu when she was 6 and was so sick and so many died. And I think it. Okay. Well, yeah, but, well, I guess. They're saying it could become a pandemic, a global pandemic. Well, the thing about it is that it's not the coronavirus. Uh, the death rate isn't as high as the regular flu, but it's just that it's all. I mean, it's just it seems to be really rampant. Lighten up a little bit on the one on my right, this side, or this side. This one is wrong, Jack. But yeah, I mean, as far as the death toll goes, it's not killing more people than the regular flu. It's just that so many people are getting it so fast, and it is, so the CDC guy said that it's been out there brewing for a whole lot longer than we've had it identified. To have reached this level in so short a period of time. Ooh, I like that. How about that? But I do also know that it is, it is like all flus, all, illnesses that are airborne and that they don't yet understand. It needs to be taken very seriously. But I also think that, that quarantining people, on military base, abandoned military bases is, I don't know, it just seems like a very desperate thing to be doing. And who am I to talk? I don't get out there. I don't get out there and travel the world or, so I don't know, but I think that self quarantining people would be just fine. Because if they have the flu, they feel crap anyway. Hi, Sue Gaines. I'm gonna look back on this chat and probably regret half of what I've said. I like that. Okay. I like the way that looks. My eldest grandson had swine flu, and we were quarantined indoors. I was even stopped from going to work, but I commuted to London. So understandable. Yes, I do remember the swine flu. I guess I don't know. I remember an age where, the flu came around every year. Some people got sick, some people died. Most people got sick and didn't die. They got better. And we never, but then kids got measles and some died and some didn't die. And we are now in an age of prevent all illness all the time. And I just don't know that is, that isn't bucking Mother Nature. But that's a personal opinion. I completely get that everybody wants to save their child. I would too. So I completely understand that. But I have always wondered if, does getting, because I had the measles when I was a kid, as did every other kid that I know ever. And I'll bet you anybody in here over the age of 50 had the measles at one point or in time or another once. And what I wonder is does something like that turn on some other thing? In other words, do you have to get the measles to, have the the whatever it is gene turn on? And those are the kind of questions that I would like to know answers to. I'm not going to weigh in as to whether or not, uh, whether or not people vaccinating their kids is a good idea. If I had a kid, I'd probably get vaccinations for them if they're available. I certainly got vaccinated for diphtheria and it was you had one vaccination for one thing and then another vaccination for like three different things. But we were all in grade school when we got those. We weren't giving them to babies. Oh, the polio vaccine, that was it. We all got the polio vaccine and then the diphtheria and the other one. I don't remember the name of it. I do believe in vaccines as well. You had this the Ms. Mary Berry. You had the measles and almost died of it. Yeah, I had chickenpox when I was a kid too. There's a big bio lab in that town where the mess started. Huh. That's interesting. Um, yeah, I had the chickenpox as well. And my sister has had shingles. So I should probably get vaccinated for it as well, but I'm not probably going to. So, okay, now All right, so that's blue. Well, right now, as long as I got the glitter gel pens out, let's tie this together by doing this one in green as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I don't know. Can you all see that? Am I zoomed it down far enough? I'm zoomed all the way in, and I've got the camera probably sitting right on top of it. So hopefully you're getting a good view. Yes, I like that. I like that very much. I think the blood transfusion was because it's free. Although premium must have been. Wow. Oh, wow. That is, polio was one. The other, yeah, the other was like, it was three diseases. It was diphtheria. I want to call it not not rheumatoid. Yeah, whooping cough. That was it. Whooping cough, diphtheria, and oh, it was like I want to say it was rheumatoid arthritis, but that's not what it was. A rheumatic fever? No, no, because of that I did have. I did actually come down with rheumatic fever, but that was because uh, I had strep, pertussis, and tetanus. Pertussis. Oh, mumps. That was it. Mumps. No, that's what you get now. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it was in the 1970s, early 19. I was born in 1959, so I was in school in 1964, and so kindergarten in 64, first grade in 65, second grade in 66. We got our shots in the second grade, so it had to have been 1966, 66, 67, right around in there. I'm telling you what, I'm old. DPT, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus. That could have been it, Donna. That could have been it. I just remember that the operative one was diphtheria. Now, my stepmother actually had diphtheria and survived it. But at the time, it was one of those that was, that could easily kill you, very much like the Spanish flu. Tuberculosis. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. You're probably right, Michelle. I don't remember. Excuse me. Thank goodness I didn't get any of them. Where'd it go? Diphtheria, pertussis, per Google. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm not gonna. I agree. I think that is what it was. Your granddad died of TB. Oh wow. Smallpox. That's another one probably. Yes, I'm sure we got. I'm sure we were vaccinated against smallpox. Okay, so on to the next. On to the next. Except I want to do the little. I want those to be pink. Let's do them pink. Pink, pink, pink. Was that this one? Do them in pink. And that way it will tie in with the bottom of it. I love these glitter gel pens. These, by the way, are the Pentel Hybrid. And whenever I use my Prismacolors and my Pentel Hybrids together, I have to think of Kenny because she was the one who was kind enough to send me both at Christmas 2 years ago. Now, that was very sweet. All right. Sorry, I went all silent on you. They've now done away with that vaccine since smallpox has pretty much been eradicated in the world until it hasn't. You know, they said that about measles as well, but we're regularly getting outbreaks here, and I'm sure there are other places that do. So you can't see what you're typing? Oh, Nana, that is so sad. I know you've mentioned that before, but that just breaks my heart, you know. That just breaks my heart, honey. It's like, oh my goodness. All right, so now we need to figure out a color for. Now we want to, I mean, obviously I want to start exercising a little color cohesiveness here. So I am going to do these, and I'm going to do these in the yellow and the orange, very similarly to the way that I did uh, the big one in the center. Let's see. So we're going to add a little of that. I mean, now that I've got some main colors chosen, and I want to go hog wild and you know, start choosing a rainbow of colors. So we'll do that, and then we'll take, I've got this pumpkin orange again. I'll just come out a little bit from the center. Just use it for a little shading. And then I'll bring in another color as well. Probably a brown to give it, or maybe a lighter orange. I do want to say, just by way of public service, for those of us that are still on Facebook and stuff like that, and I'm noticing it a lot lately, be careful to verify this. You just automatically push share on. There is just a whole lot of vicious misinformation going on out there. It's just being shared willy-nilly. I'm not quite sure what the end goal with that is, but or who's posting it in the first place, but especially if you're an American, please verify the stories before you share them. Oh, Nanamo, just nasty rumors. We've got political primaries going on here in the United States. We're gonna with any we're going to have a presidential election in November, and so we have, unfortunately, we have lots of people that want to affect that, and so they share. They have a candidate that they either like or they don't like, and so they're very prone to believe the worst about the candidates that they don't like, and they end up sharing information without verifying its veracity and whether or not it's true. And it's kind of like the case of, you didn't have to like Richard Jewell to feel sorry for what happened to the guy. Which was, he basically was destroyed personally by rumor and innuendo that was untrue. Only it didn't, wasn't proven that it was untrue until after the damage had already been done. So that's all. Okay. What I'm looking for is, I'm trying to decide green in the center, or do I want like a darker color, like a lazy-eyed Susan. And I think I want a dark color. Although I don't know. I'm so confused. Let's try an apple green. we'll try an apple green for now, right there on the inside. Then we'll try a little chartreuse green. And then we'll add a little no, not the black grape. I want a nice dark, how about a nice dark umber? Then I can take the white sort of smoosh that around so that it has a little bit of a green center. It's, you know, it's okay. I'm really not completely on it today. So, thank you, Nanamo. I wish it was. Like I say, I missed one. I missed one? What did I miss? I'm looking, I'm trying to, I'm sure I missed something. Oh, the center? Oh, I'll get to that. Don't worry. I will get to that. I'm on it enough? Okay. That's good. Good to know. I am, and for some reason I'm just not with it today. Oops, skulks off to the naughty Nana cage again. Oh no, the naughty, I like that, the naughty Nana cage. I'm gonna remember that. Hey, I'm doing the best I can, all right. My stomach is growling because I basically forgot to eat before the show, or so. So I'm glad it's 3:45, and I'm actually sitting here thinking about making a peanut butter sandwich. And so my stomach is growling. Well, there is nothing that smells like Prismacolors. It's just that when I, made in an Instant Pot. I was at work on, I watched, I had never heard of an Instant Pot, but it's like a pressure cooker. And it cooks stuff really fast. Totes must. Jason Momoa. Yes, I would be happy to discuss Jason Momoa with you, Nana, anytime. Anybody not know who that is? let's see, he was Ronan on one of the Stargates. He was Drago on Game of Thrones. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, I'm not just being so confused here. Well, I am not doing very good on this one. Oh, well, that's okay. Just sort of adding a little extra zhuzh in there. Now I can sort of go over it one more time. And who else is he? He's ooh, yeah, okay, I like that. All right, so now let's see. What was I? Oh, that's the spring green. Okay, so what did I do? Did I go apple green before? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, okay, so here's what I did. I went apple green. With a little, can you tell what color has been my favorite color in the box? And thanks to the wonderful Jack Brown, Jack and Jerry, I have vacuum in one of these drawers behind me. Oh, there it is. Ha ha ha. You remember this, Jack? Oops, hang on. There it is. So now I can extend my pencil to last forever. Or at least until I run out of that one. And then when you're done with it, you just pop it out of there and put the thing and put it back. Okay, so, and then, wait. And then I went with the dark umber. Okay. Around the edge. Give it just a little bit of depth on one side. And then I probably used the white, but in this particular case, I'm going to go back to using that one. There we go. And on to the next. He wears pants in this story, but he's very built up. Yeah, well, he's a very built up guy. He is one hot potato. All right, let's figure out before I go, because I only have 8 minutes left. Let's figure out the color for those, and I do believe that I want those to be this particular blend here, which was this lovely bed. And I think that what we're going to do is we're going to, because these are simple and it's really much too small of a space to do a lot of, super blend type thing. So what I'm going to do is do one of them in this color. and one of them in this color. Actually, I want this one to be in this color, even though it's up top, and it would technically be, theoretically, and I am leaving room at the outside to blend it. And then this one will be the lightest. So I'm incorporating that 3-color blend, but I'm doing it in one flower at a time. Then I can take the very lightest, non-existent shade of blue, and just burnish it. Excuse me. Just burnish it in a little bit. So I could keep that color cohesiveness. Kicked out of it. Liam Neeson. Oh my. Okay. I'm going to really enjoy reading back the chat on this one, I'll bet. And yes, I really do read back the chat. I watch the entire video. I do this for 2 reasons. I do it, A, so that I can find you guys all were talking about that I misinterpreted usually, and B, as a way to critique myself, because I believe that you make better product when you are willing to look at the product that you already made and pick out all of the places that you could have done better and make a plan to do better. I have never been one of those who will say, oh, that is just the way it is, or that's the way it's got to be because I don't know how to fix it. It's like I will figure out what I did wrong and then I will fix it. So if you have to quit now, you're having oh, Jill, no worries at all. I do not know what has been happening to me is anything like that, but I can tell you that I have fallen asleep with a pencil in my hand more than once. And I never remember that happening before. So that's why I think I'm getting old. All right, now I do want one more dark color. Let's see here. This is the grass green. This is a good overall green shade to do a little bit of these leaves. It is also my pencil that is the worst of the out of lines. And look, this is what happens. Does this happen to anybody else? And this drives me crazy. So we're not going to be using that grass green because there's just no way I'm going to put up with that. So we're going to use this Prussian green. And I'll just add my little stems. Just a little bit to the leaves because they're tiny. Okay. So now I will take the lightest of the greens, which is the gray-green light. Sort of use it as a blender. And then to add a little bit more visual interest to those flowers. Yes, it's definitely Prismacolors. Hi, Andrea. And hi to all of the people who have come in while I have not been paying attention. Welcome, welcome. And this is the gold. So we're going to go with the gold inside. And then, excuse me. This is the blue. That's better. Just going around the outsides. Of these because I did them all in a single color. Excuse me. And so that just added a little, just a little zhuzh to them. Hi, Shara. Excuse me. Oh, I can hardly wait to get rid of that tobacco. So hopefully you can see where I am with this. Once again, I am going to show you the, this is in the editor right now. I've been editing it for the last several days, trying to figure out, how to, because I did a voiceover on this. So look for that one this week and the finish up of this one this week as well. Because I'll go into different colors. We'll pull this pink back in and do all of that, maybe a glowy pink background back in here to pull the pink back in and all of that. And so I will finish this and do that. Thanks, Mickey. I feel fine. I just basically got a hold of some bad tobacco and it's made me cough. Yes, we'll talk about the smoking thing some other time, but yeah, there's a particular brand that I have as a backup. I bought a bag of it. It makes me cough. So hopefully my good stuff will be back in stock Tuesday. And oh, yay, thank you. And for those that may have missed it the first time, there is a Easter egg coupon, which is good for 25% off all of my books and sets in my Etsy shop. So, because I need to make way for the next people who are coming up to stream, I will wish everybody the very, very best of days, and say that I hope that you have a absolutely fantastic week. And to Jack, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you to the folks who hit the PayPal tip jar as well. So until we meet again, please color something pretty. And I'll post a midweek video for this. Thanks for being here, everybody. I love it. Love all of you. Couldn't do this without you. Bye, everybody.